Delegate Armin Hughes. Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
If I could ask, Delegate, if you could put the mic, pull it right down so that people who are watching at home will be able to pick up your audio. Thank you.
My name is Armin, and I'm a member of ACORN's Stony Creek chapter. I've been living in the Riverdale neighborhood for the past 6 years. I'm going to speak a bit about how the heat affects me in my home. My apartment windows face west, so I get the afternoon sun. Window air conditioning units are not allowed in the building. I think it is a safety issue. The building is relatively old, and at the time of construction, the window frames were not built to support air conditioning units. Freestanding units are allowed, but I have not invested in one. It's too expensive, and it would jack up my hydro bill. The upshot of all of this is that during the daytime, when the heat becomes unbearable, I head for the nearby public library or the mall, both of which are air-conditioned. Fortunately for me, I can walk to both of these venues. There are tenants in my building, however, who are not as fortunate. Some are frail and elderly. Nighttime is a different matter. The setting sun can leave my apartment quite hot and uncomfortable. To cope, I usually have what I call a cool-down shower just before retiring, but this only provides me with partial comfort. Far too often on these hot nights, I do not sleep well, and this makes my next day very difficult. I struggle. I am very aware of climate change, and I think it's going to be something we will have to deal with on a permanent basis. And we need legislation to ensure that apartments are kept at livable temperatures. Just as we have laws for warmth in the winter, we need legislation for cooling in the summer. I can see something like that going forward. There has been no conversation between the landlord and the tenants at my building regarding air conditioning. My immediate neighbor has installed a window unit, and that is what a very few others have done too, though this is strictly prohibited by the building rules. The City of Hamilton needs to ensure that tenants have access to cooling. They have announced in the newspapers information about pool and splash pads and mentioned cooling at community centers, but these facilities are not accessible to everyone. The people most at risk, such as the elderly, are less mobile, and they are the ones stuck in the apartments. I leave my apartment when I have to, but not everyone can do that. I hereby demand that the city give some serious consideration to the plight of those of us who face this difficulty. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate Hughes. Are there any questions of the delegate? I don't see any. Thank you for your time this morning and for presenting.